Hello and welcome to the first episode of Aries Love Chronicles. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot, and this is Aries Love and Their Lover. So today we're going to get right into a relationship reading, right? This is a reading into a particular connection that you have with someone, and we're going to figure it all out. Now, you may have multiple connections. We have Aries right here. Take a moment to meditate on that card while I'm shuffling your cards. Yeah, you may have multiple connections with people. This is going to be about one specific connection that you have with someone, right? They could be a recent ex, someone coming in. They could be someone you're with. It could be a new connection. Whatever the case is, we're going to pull your cards and we're going to pull their cards. Now, this reading isn't going to resonate with everyone, Aries, and some of you may only resonate with a portion of it, and that's fine. Whatever does not resonate with you, just leave it on the table. And of course, you don't have to be a sun in Aries. You could have Aries in your moon, your rising, Venus, or Mars for this reading to apply to you. All right? All right. So just sit back, take a moment, relax. We're going to get into this love reading. Sometimes they can be tough, I'm warning you, but sometimes they can be wonderful. You know, they're always intriguing and exciting. So let's get right into cutting your deck, Aries. And we're going to move Aries right over there. And keep that energy on the table. All right, let's pull your cards first. Nine of Swords energy, Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and Temperance energy. Your person, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Six of Swords. Bottom of this deck, you have a King of Pentacles, all right? King of Pentacles energy. Strong money energy. All right. Right away, there's some anxiety. Right? Just checking my camera, focusing it. There's some anxiety here for you. Some worry. Okay, you're coming into the week with that on your shoulders. I think it may have something to do with your work situation. King of Pentacles is there at the bottom of the deck, but there's a lot of you've got insomnia, you sleepless nights, you're kind of racked up about something. Your person is coming into this week with an energy of being very obstinate and fierce and fighting. They feel like they've got a lot of people coming at them. They're having to fend off a lot of sort of, not attacks, but just energies coming at them that they feel like, that's putting them kind of on the defensive. So it's an interesting week for both of you and this person in this connection. You're both coming into the week with a certain amount of angst, a certain amount of trouble, I want to say, on your mind, right? Being vexed, irritated. How do you see each other? Well, when it comes to each other, there's a beautiful feeling here, right? These energies are you both separately. When it comes to each other, they feel quite safe in your company. They feel quite safe with you. They feel like you're the one who might be their protector, right? It's kind of interesting, Aries, because you're both kind of coming in with exactly the energy that the other person needs. Your person is coming in feeling sort of like all on their own, having to fend for themselves, and they see you and they feel like you're very much their protector. Right? You're very much the one who's going to come into their rescue, save them. And you're vexed right now with a lot of anxieties to do, I want to say, with work, but we're going to go deeper with more clarifiers. And your person represents a new sense of sort of, I want to say, confidence and pride in you. You get your sort of mojo back. I feel like you've been in a bit of a funk recently, especially with that Nine of Swords there. Your person is the one providing you with that energy boost that you need to come out of it. So this is all very nice energy, very compatible. Seems as though you're both going through things separately from each other, but you're both there in a way to help each other. Now, as far as the relationship is concerned, they're really wanting to, come into you, be a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure you're really in a relationship with this person per se yet, right? There's a connection here, but let's go a little bit deeper because they really want to come into you and make an effort as far as romance is concerned, take it to the next level, right? That's the energy here I'm getting from them. And for you, you're kind of working at it with them a little bit more still, right? So it feels a bit like this is not necessarily a set in stone relationship, but perhaps one that is just beginning to bud. Knight of Pentacles. You're really busy with a lot of work shit, honestly. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're busy with a lot of work stuff, and you've been on your own for quite some time. Justice is coming in. Your person is really, they feel, it's interesting. You're coming out of a period of solitude, Aries, and really having to deal with a lot of issues, okay? You've been dealing with a lot of knocks, a lot of breaks, right? There's been a lot of anxiety there. A lot of it has to do with your money and your work. Yep, Knight of Cups coming in through. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with your money and your work. And this individual wants to come in and help, right? They want to come in and help you. And at the same time, yes, you do sort of represent a kind of savior for them as well, someone to be very proud of, but they can fend for themselves. They're used to fending for themselves. More than anything, they're wanting to come into you to help you, Aries. And you're kind of coming out of a period of solitude and having really focused on your work so much that, you know, the concept of being with somebody or a relationship isn't something that was really forefront in your mind here. Okay, but there is a connection here. There is a love connection. I'm going to say it's mostly coming from your person to you. Yes, you also find them to really be invigorating and sparking a bit of passion in you and helping you find your fire again. But I'm not sure that you've figured out yet that there's a love connection here. Lovers, yes, there's a love connection here for sure. But you're just kind of waking up to it. Let me take a sip of water here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's really interesting that, you know, you're kind of, usually you're on the ball with these things, like figuring, you know, knowing that, knowing when somebody's flirting with you or when somebody's into you. But it just seems that recently you've had your head so deep into your work and so deep into trying to get yourself out of a difficult situation. You may have had a difficult living arrangement or something like that, or there may have been things going on at work that were difficult. The money might have been tight, something like that. But whatever the case is, it just seems like you were dealing with a lot of obstacles in your way. And you know, this person comes in for you. They do come in with like some help and some solutions. You know, just their energy helps you think differently and gives you a more sort of heightened energy where you're working a little bit better. But again, it feels to me like, oh, there's that Nine of Swords again. Wow. So we have Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords doubled up. Yeah, your head has really been deep in anxiety for quite some time, right? And you have someone coming in for you. I feel like this is a reading, okay, for an Aries who has been single for quite some time. And this person that you have this connection with, you already have the connection with them. This is not like somebody's going to come in and is brand new. You already have a connection with them, but it feels as though that they're wanting more. Okay, they want more. They want to come into you. It may be that you work with this individual. Some of you will indeed be working with this individual, and they see kind of what you're going through, and you have a rapport with them. It just seems as though to me that the lovers thing here may have been an energy that's been there between you for quite some time, but you really haven't spoken about it. You haven't touched on it. Neither one of you has, you know, it may be that you've separately, I want to say daydreamed about it or fantasized about it, like fleetingly, you know, nothing heavy. You know, just a thought. You know, you always have thoughts, right? The thoughts come in your head, but it's like it was nothing. But it turns out that your person has progressively become more and more attracted to you. And some of you are dealing with the Libra. Justice has come in for you. And they really present some balance for you also. You know, they come in, they present a really nice sort of counterweight to a lot of the things that you're going through. Again, but you've never really, it seems like you just haven't considered them as a mate, right? You can, until now. Will you see it? Well, your magician energy, you begin to get better within yourself. You begin to sort of rise back up to your status. Sun comes in clarity. Yeah, there's clarity that comes, but I'm not sure that this relationship, listen, nothing is set in stone. I'm not entirely sure that you're going to be there for this relationship. There are no love cards here for you. All the love cards are on the side of your person. And Sun comes in to give you some clarity. I think at some point you're going to realize and wake up and be like, oh my gosh, is this what's going on? But I'm not entirely sure that you're going to go for it. They may just not be the type of individual that you're interested in. The thing is that Aries, this reading is for an Aries also who right now is so busy with work. And why, you wonder, okay, well, this is a love reading. If they're so busy with work, why are you here? Well, I mean, you're busy with work. You still are curious about love connection, right? Cross watchers as well. And that's what I'm saying. It's what comes in for you this week is that you begin to get an inkling that there is a connection here. It may be something that you entertain, but if there's a real spark or love coming from your side, it's going to take some time. It doesn't come right away. I think you just become aware of this attraction from this person. You become more aware. It intrigues you. But it's like there's no information about that, because I think if you guys end up hooking up or dating or beginning to get coffee and take it to the next level, that will be for another reading. Because right now, this week, this next couple of weeks that this reading is for, you're still kind of really coming out of a stressful situation in your personal life in terms of your job, your living, perhaps situation, whatever. You're really still kind of coming out of that. And yes, your person is there to help. They feel like they're there to help, right? They feel like they're bringing something to the table. But the love interest here, the love connection that seems to, listen, will blossom. Sun also is there to help things grow, brings the nourishment, the warmth, so that things can actually manifest. So it could be there that this strong love grows out of this connection, but it comes way later, past all of this. Right now, you're really needing to get back on square here. So again, I say this person could be somebody you're working with. Feel strongly like for some of you, this is absolutely a work colleague. Let me pull some oracle cards for you so we can see. We're going to pull two, one for you, one for your person. Spirit of the bear, see, slow awakening, there it is, and sea serpent creativity, right? Spirit of the bear is there because it's a slow sort of wake up. It's a slow wake up to what's going on. The bear slumbers, right? He slumbers. Earth sign, right? And earth energy takes a long time to move it. The bears hibernate, and the spirit of the bear represents a hibernation of the spirit or spiritual awareness, not of the spirit, but spiritual awareness, right? Connectivity. Maybe that, you're just one of these people that you don't notice the subtlenesses, right, Aries? You may not have noticed the subtle sort of attraction that's been building here, but you're certainly going to be waking up soon. You have the sea serpent as well. Sea serpent energy, all about creativity. It's an ages-old symbol of death, rebirth, right? Ending something to create something, right? Going through cycles, the cycle of ending, beginning, rejuvenating, renewing, ending, renewing, rejuvenating, right? And so highly creative. This is bear's earth energy, but the sea serpent is ether energy. And again, some of you are in like highly creative careers or positions. And I want to say that this person may also be someone working with you. So you're both highly creative individuals. Through that creativity, sea serpent energy there, through that deep creativity, I think some of this love connection, it's there where the love connection will happen, where the spark will happen. You may be creating art together, music together, theater together, whatever the case is, whatever the art is, right? Graphic art, whatever it is, it's an art. It's a deeply artistic, and for some of you, it's a deeply artistic endeavor. And it's through that artistic sort of partnership or working together that you begin to see each other differently, or certainly you begin to see them differently. They already have a massive crush on you. Take a sip of water. They certainly have a massive, massive crush on you. So let's get the oracles of darkness and light out just to see what kind of energies may be pushing or pulling this situation, helping or stalling. Let's just see. It's an interesting, like, little, reading there, Aries. Some of you, you've got an admirer at work who you may eventually become an admirer of as well. We're going to pull 3. Spirit of the Gargoyle, Intimidation, Guardian, Protector. Watch out. Spirit of the Book, new chapter. Okay? Development, a new chapter. Or it can be unfinished business as well. Spirit of the Past, Nostalgia, Aching, Old Flame. All right. Watch out. Some of you. Now, you also have Temperance here and 6 of Swords. For some of you, your person may indeed, this is why I was hesitant earlier, right? Because I'm looking at the 6 of Swords. I guess I have to address it. It may not pan out in terms of you having the same level of feelings for them that they do for you, because this energy here is of them kind of leaving and going away. So again, nothing is set in stone. It's all, at the end of the day, your life is all about the choices you make from every instantaneous moment to the next. So, but for some of you, there is a possibility here that this is just not going to pan out anywhere, that your person is kind of going to leave, that it will end up being ships in the night. Right now, it's exactly at that time where either something will click or it won't, irregardless of how they feel about you. Clearly, they are attracted to you and they're looking to you for something. But if you're not having that connection with them right now, this can very well turn into a ships in the night scenario where they then just leave. Temperance is there for you because you're being very careful with your feelings. Because you're being very, very careful with your feelings and how you express them. Because once again, I don't feel a strong, passionate love component here coming from you towards this person. And yet this is going to factor for, those of you who resonated with this. This is a reading for a particular Aries or Aries element individual, right? Who is going to be going through this kind of scenario here with somebody, right? And it's just, you're single, but it just crops up over the next couple of weeks. And it's kind of, it's a little tricky. It could go here or there. Some of you, you may indeed be like, wow, okay, I'm interested here. But for some of you, it's going to be definitely a little bit difficult balancing act of not hurting anyone's feelings. Some of you may at this very same time have an old flame coming in, but that would also be further down the line, 2 to 3 weeks now. This is just the immediate energy. All right, guys, I am going to leave your reading at that. Take a moment to look at all these beautiful cards and to pick your totem or your talisman for the week, the one that speaks to you. To remind you of this reading, I do hope you got something out of it. I hope it resonated, and I hope it gave you some insight on something that you may have had a feeling about or a gut instinct about. And then for those of you it doesn't resonate with, that's okay too. Thank you for joining me for this reading. Just leave it on the table and that'll be it. We're going to have another episode of Aries Love Chronicles next Friday at 6 o'clock. So you can join me then. I'm going to get ready to sign off now and come back with a new live stream all about Leo, starting off the first episode of the Leo Love Chronicles, Leo Love and Their Lover. But for right now, Aries, thank you so much. Cross watchers, thank you. And everyone who was here, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to be updated about when I live stream, just subscribe and hit the notification button. But that's it for right now. I wish you all love, life, and happiness. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot. Bye-bye.